morning guys, John here, Ridgeview Homestead. I have a special project. Let's take a look. Well, today's project is going to be the RZR roof. I have a crack in the roof right here. There's a split. You can I outlined it with the tape so you guys could see it a little bit better. And I don't want to get epoxy just all over the place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a two-part epoxy. It's a JB Weld plastic bonder, high strength structural adhesive. It dries unfortunately to a tan color, so I am going to sand it down and hit it with a little bit of paint. We got some mixing sticks here. I also got some wire screen or wire mesh. There you can see it. And what I'm going to do with that is on the underside of this, I'll flip it over in a few minutes and show you. I'm going to use that screen. I'm going to use that screen to bond to help strengthen this because it's got just a big crack in it. So that's what I'm going to use to repair this. This is the roof that is on here. Hopefully the light will adjust. It's just a metal homemade roof and I don't really like it. It rattles around and makes all kinds of noise. It served its purpose, but it makes a noise like this and kind of drives you crazy. So we're gonna take that off and replace it with that. So let's get started. All right, so here is the underside of it right here. Let's see if I could open it up a little bit so you can see it. There we go. So the crack goes all the way down to about here. So I'm going to try to carefully spread this open, put some of the epoxy in there, and then tape it together to hold it. And then this is where I'm going to use the screen like so. I'll show you here in a sec. I'm going to embed the screen into the epoxy. Of course, this will be a lot flatter and more flush. But I'm probably going to use a piece here like so, and then maybe use a piece here like so, and then maybe one up here. This is the underside. I'm going to try to smooth this out the best I can, and we'll go from there. Let's see if I can set this up. The lighting in here is horrible today. Can't even see that. Maybe I'll try shutting the garage. All right, that's a little bit better. I gotta leave at least one of them open so I can breathe. It's a little warm and humid today. So I'm not sure how much of this we'll be able to get on video of me doing the process. This is it only has 15 minutes of working time, so I'm gonna have to work kind of quickly. So I'm gonna get some tape ready that I can use as my clamp. Get a couple longer ones if we need it. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but better to have too many ready to go than not enough. So that should be enough. Stick that on there pretty good. All right, I've already sanded the surface really good, cleaned the surface really good. What's kind of weird is that you have to the part wants to be slightly bent like this. And that's why I need the clamps to kind of pull it together. I think you can kind of see what I'm doing. So just squishing it back won't do it. I have to actually kind of squeeze it like that. So it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to get this stuff mixed up, pause you guys, and then we'll come back and get to work. Okay, I decided to do this in two parts. I'm going to go ahead and try to glue the crack itself and allow that to harden. It says it dries in 15 minutes. I think the total cure time on it I believe is like 4 hours or something like that, but it dries in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna try to glue the crack first and then remove the tape and then go back and epoxy just a nice little bead over this crack with the screen in it so I can sand it smooth and paint it. All right, so that's the plan. So let's go ahead and get that plastic bonder mixed up. All right, so we're going ahead and mixing this up. Get it mixed up nice and evenly. I don't know if this little stick is gonna be the best thing, but hey, this is what I got right now, and I only have 15 minutes, so let's get going. Try to spread this open. This is kind of tricky. Got my tongue hanging out to help me apply glue. It works really good for that. Try to get it on both sides. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do it, but give it a shot here. I paid $50 for this lid or roof or whatever you want to call it. I guess technically it's a roof. And typically they're several $100s, so I figured it was worth the gamble. Plus it's kind of a cool project to show you guys. All right, let's see if we can get this sucker stuck together. So far, so good. One piece of tape. Let's go for one of these longer ones here. There we go. Clamp number 2 and clamp number 3. All right. So it's squirting out a little bit there and a little bit there. I think I'll try to wipe the outside. Might be a mistake, but we'll give it a shot. Don't want to put you guys in the glue there. So let's see if we could wipe this a little bit. There we go. Want the outside to be as clean as possible. But it looks like we got a good bond there, so I'm happy about that. Wipe the inside just a little bit just to kind of smear it in there. It'll help hold it. All right. Try to wipe off my stick here a little bit. Maybe I could reuse this. Let's see here. Yep. So it's still staying a little bit pliable. Try to clean this off. The only thing that sucks about this product is that once you mix it up, I guess I mixed a little too much, but that's okay. We got a whole tube of it. Get this thrown away. It doesn't stick to anything. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for about 15, 20 minutes, and we'll come back, see what it looks like, and then we'll start working on the inside. So for you guys, it'll just be a second, so see you in a second. Okay, so what I decided to do was just a nice thick bead, and I'm gonna go ahead and sand it and then paint it. I'm still debating whether or not on the outside here to like fill this little crack with some of it and sand it and paint it. I'm gonna see how this turns out first, and then I'll go from there. So after this dries, probably tomorrow, I will see if I can get it painted. As you can hear, we got a little bit of a thunderstorm rolling in. Let's go take a quick peek. Yep, just a little one. More noisy than rain. Figures now that I got the camera out, there's no thunder or lightning. All right, so it's the next morning. It's all nice and hard. So I'm gonna try to give it a little bit of a sand, and we'll hit it with some paint. I can't see it. The lighting is not very good in here today. Okay, there I can see it a little bit better. Hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better. It's all hardened up. I'm gonna give it a slight sand and try to smooth this out a little bit, and then we'll hit it with some paint. So I'm gonna sand on this for a little bit, and we'll come back and take a look. Okay, so I sanded on this for about 30 minutes. It's pretty tough stuff, so I think I'm just gonna live with that. It's the underside, so you're really not gonna see it. This is where the bracket goes, so this is on the back side, so you're really not gonna see it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of paint from about here all the way up, and we'll see how it looks. So let's get some spray paint going, and we'll hit this with some spray paint, and we'll bring you back to take a look. And then after that, while that's drying, we'll go ahead and try to get this roof off. Looks like we got a couple of bolts here, one there, one over there, and then back here, there's some rivets and screws right here that I'm gonna have to drill out. So we'll get those taken out. All right. All right, let's do a little bit of painting. Got it all cleaned up. Rubbing alcohol. Let's see what we can do here. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be better. There, disappeared. Well, maybe not disappeared. But we'll let this dry. There we go. Let that dry for a little bit. And while we're working on that, or while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll start removing the lid, the old lid. So looks like we need to get a socket set going here. So I'll go grab that real quick. All right, let's see if we can get this off. All right, let's go see if we can get the other side off. Ooh, wasp nest. Nice. Okay, I took all the fasteners out. I thought I was rolling. Sorry, guys. One of them broke right here. This one busted off. So I'll have to try to get something to pry that. Let me go get something real quick. All right, got ourselves a hammer here. Whew, that was loud. All right, we got it off. Let's take it off and see how it looks. All right, let's set you guys up. Get this roof off, see how it looks. It's gonna look way better, way better. Definitely looks different. We'll clean this off a little bit. There's a little bit of dirt. Unfortunately, there's a couple of holes there now, but that's okay. It'll be covered up. All right, well, this has got to get drying, and we'll come back at the end of the day and we'll put the brackets on, which are these guys right here. These are the brackets right here. They go like this. Oops. Something like that. And then these go around the roll cage and snap on. So we'll get those installed a little bit later, and we'll come back and take a look. We'll see you guys in a few hours. For you, it'll be 1 second. Okay, so we got our clips installed. These are all ready to rock and roll. I got one new one. That's that one over there. So once this dries up the rest of the way, it's still a little tacky. Give it about another hour or so, and then we will install it on the RZR and see how it looks. Okay, so I brought the RZR outside. Maybe we can see a little bit better. It's kind of a gloomy, overcast day, but let's try to get this lid on. clips on there. All right. I'm pretty sure that's where it goes. Maybe these bars are too thick for these. They don't seem to want to clamp up. I'll show you guys. You can kind of see right here. Can't quite get it to latch. Let me mess with it a little bit and see what I can figure out. Alright, I'm going to try giving it a squeeze with some pliers. Oh, there we go. Well, that wasn't too hard. Let's go over here and get this side clamped up. See if I can show you guys what I'm doing here. There we go. All right. See if we can get this one. I think we got it. Yeah, looks like it. Yep, that one's on there. All right. This is the side that we fixed. And you can barely see it. Well, you can't see it at all. The lighting sucks out here. Sorry, guys. I thought it would be better. But it's not. Did I get it? All right, there we go. Well, that looks much better. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better, guys. Well, tell me what you all think. And can't wait to take it out for a rip. Like to do some future things, like to put a light bar on the front there so we can see a little bit better at night. And I'd like to get a full windscreen for it. It's only got this partial. I'd like to get a full one. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoyed our little repair here. It turned out pretty good. You could just see just a little bit of the crack there, but the underside is really good. You can't even see it. So I'm pretty happy with it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little repair that I did on the RZR roof and install. I think it turned out pretty good. Well, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again on the Ridgeview Homestead. Thanks, guys. Well guys, that never gets old. I love driving this thing, it's so much fun. But anyways, thanks again for joining me on Ridgeview Homestead. I hope you enjoyed the RZR fix. See you guys.